This video will walk through some quick steps and items to check in determining whether an email is spam or phishing. First, let's define the difference between spam and phishing emails. Spam emails are simply an unwanted email that is usually marketing some kind of product to you. For example, an ad email from your least favorite department store. Usually this email is simply unwanted, but otherwise benign, and can simply be blocked or deleted. Phishing emails, on the other hand, are malicious in nature. They will usually attempt to get you as the user to do something. This usually involves clicking a link or opening an attachment. It will also impose some sort of urgency. The end goal is usually to obtain some sort of privileged information, like your username and password. Other goals can include installation of malware. If you think an email is phishing, please submit the email to your IT help desk so it can be reviewed and blocked. Let's take a closer look at the email on screen and walk through 7 simple items to determine if the email is spam or phishing or even possibly legitimate. First, check the from field. Does the sender appear to be someone you know? Is the sender someone you've corresponded with previously? Make sure the sender name at least matches the email address visible. In this case, the sender name does not match the address at all. Helpdesk, companyname.com, and whatever that address is do not match up. This is a red flag. I've blurred out some of the actual sensitive information here, so that's why you can't see what the actual or the intended email address is that they're trying to spoof. Keep in mind that legitimate emails can come from known senders and unknown senders, along with phishing emails. This usually happens, if it's a phishing email, when someone you normally communicate with has his or her email compromised. Keep in mind that phishing emails can come from known senders as well. This usually happens when someone you normally communicate with has his or her email compromised, and the bad actor uses that compromised email account to attack their known associates. Number 2, check the to field. Also blurred out here, but you can see part of it. Were several people CC'd on the same email that you have no idea who they are? In this instance, there's only a single to field recipient, so nothing out of the ordinary here. Number 3, does the body of the email contain any hyperlinks? Yes, in this case, the keep current password is a hyperlink. If you hover over the hyperlink with the mouse pointer, you can see where it will take you. Hyperlinks in emails can be legitimate, but they should always be a red flag to exercise caution. This is a bogus link and likely opens a web page that looks similar to Office 365 or some other login portal. This is the main malicious piece of the email. The idea here is to trick you into entering your credentials on the bogus site without realizing you are giving them away. Never click on bogus links in emails. Number 4. Check the date and time the email was sent. Phishing emails are often sent at odd hours of the day. In this case, the date and time are September 28th at 6:27 in the morning, which for the normal working day is probably a normal time to receive it. But if you never receive emails and you don't work at 1 a.m. and you get an email at 1 a.m., that would be a red flag. Number 5, check the subject line. Is the subject relevant? Is it a reply to an email you never sent? In this case, it looks normal, other than what appears to be a spelling error for the word reminder. In this case, they wrote remainder. Number 6, are there any attachments? In this case, no, but the existence of an attachment on an unsolicited email is always a red flag and should help you think twice before opening an attachment. Number 7, this is related to the content of the email body. Any sort of urgent action request should always be a red flag. I mentioned at the start when we were discussing what a phishing email was. Is the email trying to get you to do something before you run out of time? This type of urgency is what the bad actors try to create, so you don't take time to think about the email you just received and do something out of haste. For example, in this email, it states that the password for this account expires today, implying that if you don't do something, you will be without a password. In the end, the best advice I can give regarding a phishing email is, when in doubt, contact the sender using some other means. Don't use the email to respond, as the account could be compromised, and the bad guy would simply reply saying, yes, this is a legitimate email. Pick up the phone and talk to him over the phone. Thanks for watching.